I reckon the new Golf R could be the best hot hatch of 2021, and in this video, I'm going to explain why. There are some people out there who think the old Golf R looks a bit boring. I don't agree with them at all. I think it looks sportier than a regular Golf, and it's still subtle enough that you can pick up your mother-in-law without her getting all embarrassed climbing into it. Now, you try doing that in a Honda Civic Type R. You're not going to get away with it, are you? Now, this new Golf R is pretty much as stealthy as the old one. In fact, I actually reckon it's the best looking of the new range of Golfs. Though that's not saying much, is it? Because they all have that kind of weird monobrow. Anyhow, those angular headlights look good above the new bumper with its big blue fangs. Although the way those bits point up sort of reminds me of a dog with a big underbite, like some Frenchie. Anyway, let's get back to the car. The Golf R suspension is 20mm lower than on the regular Golf, so it has much more of an aggressive stance on the road. And round the back, you get a nice big spoiler and 4 real exhaust pipes. Yes, real exhaust pipes, thank God for that. There are none of those horrible fake bits you get on the normal Golf. They're awful. But do you like the way it looks? Or does it look too much like a regular family hatchback to you? Have they not kind of turned up the heat on the design enough on this car? Let me know. I'll put a pinned comment below this video. You can vote to give me your opinion on that. Volkswagen shares loads of its bits with Audi, so the standard Golf is basically the same as the new Audi A3. Well, when you take off all the badges and the cooler looking bodywork, Audi basically gets the best looks and the best kit and the better quality interior because it's the posher, more expensive brand. Makes sense. However, this hasn't actually happened with the new Golf R. Now, I was expecting it to have the same horsepower as the new S3, 310 horsepower to be precise, but somehow Volkswagen has managed to sneak in an extra 10 horsepower. So the new Golf R is more powerful. It makes 320 horsepower. Now, this means the new Golf R is more powerful than a BMW M135i and a Mercedes AMG A35, as they only have 306 horsepower, and the Golf R has 420 Nm of torque, which is more than you get in an Audi S3 or an AMG A35. They only have 400 Nm of torque. Oh yeah, Volkswagen is moving up in the performance world. But the best bit about the new Golf R's engine is that you can get it with an optional titanium exhaust from a Krapovic. Yes, that's the way you say it, not Akrapovic or something like that. It is a Krapovic. The Krapovic exhausts always sound brilliant. In fact, have a listen to this one here on the old Golf R. Do you like it? The new Volkswagen Golf has a decent interior. It's simple and modern, and you get lots of tech as standard, although some of it's a bit of a faff. Now, it's the same story in the Golf R. Just like with the old R, you don't have the tartan seats that you get in the GTI. Instead, there's a load of black and blue bits. It's a bit more mature, a bit more grown up, a bit less red. There are some stitched R logos on the seats, and you get a steering wheel with a special R button. This is a bit like the N button you get in a Hyundai i30N, or if you want to move up in the world, it's a bit like the M button you have in a BMW M5. When you press it, everything in the car instantly goes into its most mental mode. You're a mentalist! This is great because you don't have to mess around with the settings or menu screens if you want a quick blast down a country road when the opportunity suddenly presents itself. Golf Rs have always come with all-wheel drive. It's one of the reasons they're so quick off the mark. Four-wheel drive gives you loads of grip when you launch a car, and it helps you blast out of tight corners without any oversteer or the usual understeer you'll get from a front-wheel drive car. The old Golf R system was pretty clever. It could split the torque from the engine between the front and the back wheels to make sure it was going to the wheels with the most grip. However, the new Golf R is even cleverer. It can send different amounts of torque to each of the back wheels, just like in the new Arteon R and the Tiguan R. Now, I'm not talking about a few extra Newton meters here and there. It can actually send 100% of the torque across the back axle, so to either the right wheel or the left wheel, depending on where the most grip is. Now, this helps you really accelerate hard out of tighter turns when you're going for it, because it sends all of the power to the outside wheel to help push you around the corner. This system is linked up to the Golf R's locking differential and stability program, so it can constantly adjust the car's setup to maximize grip. It's all very, very clever stuff.